Darko, how you can explain the performance in the first half and the second half in the same bunch of guys. Do you have any explanations?
I don't. I think, we woke up a little bit in the second half. I think we got back to ourselves in the second half. First half was just not us. Like, I have no explanation for it, no excuse for it, just not us.
Darko talked about, I think the words he used were sense of urgency, that when you guys play with it, you guys can compete with anybody in the league. I mean, it's a tough enough league to do it for 48 minutes every night, but how do you come out with it? How do you make sure that you do it for as many of those 48 minutes as possible?
I think he talked about it a little bit after the game. It's what you do outside of here. Get your mind right. And whenever you step into this building, you have a purpose, and you know your purpose. Just come into the game ready to work, ready to go, and have that sense of urgency.
Over the last 6 or 7 games, you guys have been, by the numbers, the worst offense in the league. Prior to that, one of the best. From being part of it, both sides, what do you think has been missing, and what do you guys think is something that you can make happen again?
I think this is the longest stretch B.I.'s played in a while. I think his legs have gone here and there a little bit, and he's finding himself every now and then to, just be a little tired. And I think we have to pick him up in that instance. And then, we played those half games with RJ, the half games without RJ. I think, just getting used to playing without somebody who averages 20 and who's a real vocal point in our offense, just getting used to and trying to have other people step up. I think we can do it. We just haven't figured it out yet.
Watching Ochai and Grady and Jacoby, and none of them seems to have popped and become the guy. What do you see that you guys are getting from each of those 3 guys?
I don't think we have a guy. I think those guys go out there and try to do their jobs, and I think they're going to figure it out really soon. I think Jacoby's had instances like last game versus the Hornets. He had 17, and he had a really good game. Grady's had those instances. Ochai helped us a lot tonight. I think those guys are figuring it out. I think we just got to put it together as a team.
It's hard for them to figure it out. Now they're playing like 12 minutes tonight instead of 25 minutes last year. That kind of get used to that.
Well, I think we all have gotten different roles from last year to this year. Me included. Quick's been here. He's healthy. Bi is healthy. Just getting used to whatever minutes you have. Go out there and try to be productive. Try to be a plus.
Coach, when asked about you, Coach mentioned that he needs you to be you. He needs Jamal to be Jamal. How do you kind of take pride in that role as being a culture setter and a tone setter for the team?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of conversations about that. I can't be in my own world or in my own bubble. These guys need me to be the vocal leader, the energy giver, and just be myself every night. So we've had conversations about it, and it's, like I said, it's what you do outside of here. I got to get some more rest. I got to get my body right. Got to eat better and just all around be a better professional, so I can do that.
You guys started the season 1-4, then went on that big win streak, and now you guys have lost a few. How do you stay even-keeled in the locker room throughout these stretches? Because it's a long season, but how do you do that as one of the vocal presences on the team?
Same thing. I've said it before. Last year, it wasn't our best year, but, we were positive with each other. And through ups and downs, you never get too high, never get too low. Learn that from Coach Sampson. And you can be even-keeled and still win a lot of games, lose a lot of games, but you need to be the same person every day. So I think we try to do that, and we do a good job of it.
Because there's been so many cases of extremes this year, like you guys have been really, really good and maybe not so much recently, do you guys have a good sense of who you guys are as a team?
I'm pretty sure we do. I think we just have to play to it. We have an identity. We found an identity. I think we just have to play to that identity every night, which is hard, but 48 minutes, it's the NBA, everything's hard.
Obviously a really big one coming Tuesday. You played in some big games yourself. I mean, how much are you looking forward to that? And just as a test for the team, it's going to be a bigger spotlight and all that.
I mean, yeah, I think we didn't put our best foot forward the last time we played them. I think we're on a 3-game losing streak now too. So I think we have to come out here with a little chip on our shoulder and something to prove, and go out there and try to put our best foot forward.
When you guys opened the season, you were one of the highest teams in terms of how often you were pressing the backcourt. Since then, it's been you guys have been doing it about half as often. How do you feel about where you guys are in that process? Since prior to the season, you guys wanted to be a huge focal point of what you've done, the speed of the game. How do you feel about where you guys are?
I'm just filling the game out. I think those first 4 games, we were really, really trying to pressure the ball. And then we went on a 3-game losing streak. We adjusted. We went on a 9-game winning streak. And, we've just been trying to find the good and the bad of what we've been doing and try to build off of it and make adjustments from there.
What do you think? Why was it beneficial for you guys to pressure less when you went on that winning streak?
Just to get people out of their regular offensive sets and just not allow them to play regular catch, pass, and just move offense and try to just be disruptive a little bit.